It's very simple if you think about it. It doesn't really matter who lives in the White House because multinational corporations and criminals run the world. It's that simple. Power structures that exist in the United States and abroad have essentially teamed up, and they've got a very particular vision for the world. And those interests are very powerful, very resourceful, and ultimately recognize that if they can control the flow of information, then they can present things in a slanted manner that ultimately can be beneficial to their corporate or personal interests. And so eventually, a lot of very powerful and wealthy individuals got together and said, this is our vision for the world. This is what we want to accomplish. They accumulated resources very specifically for these purposes, and now they're just enacting and executing on their strategy. It's that simple. They've elevated themselves substantially higher than what you would think as like a common citizen. And what they think is that they've accumulated so much knowledge and so much power and so many resources that a common citizen doesn't have the knowledge or the understanding to recognize what they understand. And partly that is true. The immoral part of this sentiment is that they think because of that you're worthless and your life is worthless. And so they don't really care if they have to stomp on you to get to their goal. Think about it like this. It's basically like this. It's like when you're bulldozing a street and there's an anthill in a way, well, then the bulldozer just keeps going as through a necessary course of action. It's not like they necessarily hate ants. It was just simply that they were in the way. And so that's a very particular thing to focus on, because like if you look at the conservative base in the United States, those people are in the way to an end goal. And so if they have to be bulldozed to accomplish that end goal, then the powers that be will simply just keep bulldozing forward.